night. So write that down, please. Never, ever, ever miss a Tuesday night call. It's important to your rate of success and your overall success and how fast you get to your goals. But we also love hearing from all the new people as well. Every week, like I said, 20 to 30 brand new people. If you're brand new, this is I got to do last call. Click on that little microphone in the lower left-hand corner, or hit the space bar on your keyboard. Say hello. Don't forget to say what state you're calling in from and welcome to the call.
Niall, we got several people in the chat. You ready for
Go ahead.
this?
Yes.
Jessica from Louisiana.
Welcome,
Paula
Jessica.
from Phoenix.
Who from Phoenix?
Paula from Phoenix.
Paula from Phoenix. Welcome, man. I'm glad you made it.
Marie from Florida.
Florida's here. There we go. Welcome, Marie. Glad you made it.
Selena from North Carolina.
Selena, welcome. Glad you made it.
Brandon from Boston.
Boston's here.
Connie from North Carolina.
Connie, glad you made it. Welcome.
Winston from Detroit.
Winston, from Detroit. Welcome. Great. Glad you made it.
Gary from Texas.
And Gary from somewhere in that great big state of Texas. Fantastic. Welcome. Glad you made it. All right. Anybody else want to unmute? You can still for a couple more seconds. If you're brand new, click on the microphone, say hello. Don't forget to say what state you called in from and welcome to the call.
Hi, this is Rodney from Illinois.
Rodney from Illinois is in the house. Thank you, sir. Welcome. Glad you made it.
Sharon from Arizona.
Sharon from Arizona is here. Welcome, Sharon. Glad you made it.
Erica from Missouri.
Erica from Missouri. Welcome, man. Number 22, by the way. Go ahead, Amy.
Amy from Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. Just made Linda's day. Thank you, Amy. Welcome.
She's my student.
Even better. Welcome. Glad you made it, Amy. All right, fantastic. That was the text I was waiting for. Anybody else? Last call, last call. If you're brand new, welcome to the team. Click on the microphone or hit the space bar, unmute, say where you're calling in from. Welcome to the call. All right, I'm going to hit a few buttons here so we can get going. Oh, just jumped on me. That one, hit that one. I hit this one, mute all, but the speakers, co-host and host can unmute. Hit that one more time. And we're ready. Fantastic. That was 23 people, and someone over there was trying to unmute as I was hitting that button. So sorry. And I promise you come in a couple minutes earlier next week and we'll get you. But welcome to the team, whoever you are. I didn't even get to see the name. And then I muted everybody and it went away. Welcome to the RRR 247 and Direct-to-Consumer Ambassador Team conference call. If you didn't hear me say this earlier and you're brand new, and a lot of people are still coming in pretty fast and heavy, we just jumped over 340. And when I said that a minute ago, where were we at? 240. So that was 100 people that quick. So you probably didn't get a chance and you're probably still trying to get your audio connected so you can unmute. Log in a couple minutes earlier next week, unmute and let us know where you're calling in from. But welcome, welcome, welcome with open arms. You're in the right place at the right time. And write this down. I was starting to say, if you're brand new and you didn't get a chance to unmute, or you're just getting in, Tuesday night is the most important night of the week. All the big announcements, all the special events, all the additions to the system, whether it's a product or a service or something that's going to help you build your business, hit your goals faster, control your rate of success, and help you get wherever you want to be and help us take this global. I've always talked about added to the system on a Tuesday night. If Rory and Tanya are going to add a product or service for us to all go out there and market, it will always happen on a Tuesday night. And that's something you never, ever, ever want to miss, right? It's another stream of income for you. Don't get behind that wave. Stay in front of it, stay on top of it with the rest of us. Get your page finished, get your page built, get it out there, start marketing, and make the money you deserve for the effort. So Tuesday night's the biggest night of the week. Tuesday night, they'll add something. Wednesday, they train on it. For all of you, what was it, 23, 24 brand new people? Every week, there's between 20 and 30 people. And thank you all for unmuting and making my story true yet again. 20 to 30 people every single week. It's a beautiful thing to see. And we're going to keep growing at that rate. And I have a funny feeling as we're finished with the holidays and we're getting into the new year, that rate's going to pick up even more because it always does every year. Every year it happens that way, right, Shelley? She's smiling because she knows too. She must have been around for this industry for a while. We're into our season right now and big things are happening. For all the new people out there that I haven't met yet, hello again. My name is Niall Eddy. I'm in Central Florida. That's why I get excited every time I see a Floridian log in and say hello. I've been all up and down the Eastern Seaboard, but I landed here in Florida back in 2005. Started in North Florida around a lot of oak trees, and I ended up moving when my kids all left the nest. I moved to South Florida to be around more palm trees. And there's something just helped me migrate up here to Central Florida. I'm not far from Disney, the Magic Kingdom, but I'm also surrounded by about 300 lakes. And that's a wonderful place for me because if you haven't learned yet, Niall loves to fish. It's why you always usually see him in a real life shirt. So it's a little slice of heaven almost for me. And I plan on fishing every single one of these lakes eventually over the next year or two with my brother Rory, because that's what we both love to do very, very much. I've been in this industry for 35 years now, guys. I met Rory and Tanya. I've known the Rickards for 30 years. It's been a fantastic ride. 35 years ago, I actually was a carpenter building homes. I hurt his back, went back to school, be an aviation mechanic. And before I got out of school, which I thought I was pursuing my next dream, I was introduced to this industry. And I took a really good look at it. And I thought, wow, it's really neat what they're doing. I like the system that's in place. And if we could just make an extra 500 or $1,000 to spoil the kids more on the weekend, I was going to be quite happy with that, right? So, I got involved and we made that kind of money the very first month. And a light bulb went off for me. If I can do 500 to 1,000, I could probably double that by doubling my efforts, correct? And I got on this call one night and I found some people who were meeting not too far from me. And I drove out there to listen to what everybody had to say. And I watched all these people walking across the front of the room, talking about how much money they were making monthly and yearly. And as they came back around, I stood up and I shook every one of their hands just so they knew my face. So at the dinner later, I wasn't imposing too much and they kind of recognized me a little bit, right? And I interviewed each one of them just a little bit because I wanted to know, what do these people know that they're making this kind of money? Whatever it is they know, I want to know, right? And here's what I found. I want all the new people to write this down. If you're brand new, this is most important to you. The difference between every single one of them from so many different states, so many different backgrounds, different education levels, different careers, the difference between all of them and me was this. They were doing it longer. I promise you, that's it. They were doing it longer, and that's the only difference. So guess what Niall did? Went home and dove in with all he had. I became a student of this industry and a student of the system that I was working at that time. And I gave it everything that I had, every waking moment. I'm still in school, right? I worked in the morning before school. I worked in the afternoon after school, and I put everything I could into this business. I graduated. I went to school, work right there at the airport. And I was at that airport for about 8 months, maybe 8 or 9 months. And I walked into the office one day and I gave my boss a 3-week notice because I'm already making more money at this little side job than I was working at the airfield. He was so mad. Guess what? He said, Niall, if you're serious, you can grab your toolbox and go home today. And I got this giant smile on my face and I shook his hand and I thanked him for letting me go and not have to work those last 3 weeks. I went home and I've been home ever since. And I was introduced to some incredible people. It opened up doors for me I never knew existed. I had no idea, right? But it gave me 2 things that I can give to anybody. And I want you to write these down. First one, time freedom. My kids were my every decision. My kids were part of the equation for every decision I made. What can I do to give them a better life? What can I do to spend more time with them? What can I do to help their future, right? And now I used to be that dad who barely got home in time to have dinner with them. I was lucky if I got to kiss him on the forehead and say, go brush your teeth and go to bed and get up and do it again tomorrow, right? And a lot of you dads know exactly what I'm talking about. I was working 16, 17, 18-hour days. Now I'm that dad that got to put him on the bus, take him off the bus, go to every football practice because my son played football since that helmet was bigger than him till high school, right? Go to every volleyball practice because I had a daughter that played volleyball. And I even went to every cheer camp and cheer practice because I had a daughter that was a cheerleader. And yes, I was that silly dad on the sideline with my pom-poms making everybody laugh because I just loved watching my kids smile and having a great time and knowing their friends and who they were hanging out with all the time, right? I made sure that my home was a haven, that every kid in the neighborhood wanted to hang out. So they were in my backyard on beachfront property with a bulkhead and a boat and a pier and a pool and everything that the kids needed to have fun to stay right there and stay out of trouble. So it was a pretty good life. But I got to spend as much time with my kids as I wanted because of this industry. It gave me time freedom, and I used my time freedom to spend as much time with my kids as I could. And guess what? When the high school needed a bowling coach because they were joining a travel league, I raised my hand and became the bowling coach for the high school because my daughter wanted to be on that bowling team. I became the coach. See the giant trophy behind me? Let me turn my camera a little bit. That's the trophy they took in their first year in the league, first place. And we had a blast. I love nothing more than taking a kid who throws a lot of gutter balls, give them a couple little lessons to keep it in the middle of the lane, a little down and in, right? And it didn't matter if they got a strike, as long as they knocked down at least 5 or 6 pins. They turned around, that smile on their face that was so big you couldn't see the rest of their head. That's the kind of stuff that I live for. So I became the bowling coach, and I got to spend even more time with my kids. Here's the other thing it gave me: financial freedom. Financial freedom, unbelievably. So how many of you parents like me used to go on vacation once, maybe twice a year, sometimes even every other year, right? On the bad years. And you swipe that credit card as many times as you needed to make sure them kids had a time of their lives. So they go back home and tell all their other friends how great that vacation was or where they went and all that. Then you open up the bill, get the envelope in the mail, you open it up and you look at that bill and the guilt sets in and you go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I spent that much on that vacation, right? It was a thing of the past for me. The whole time I was raising those kids, thanks to this industry, I never had to fear that again. I never had to worry again. I didn't care how much I spent. I could take 2 or 3 credit cards and do the exact thing I used to do and never felt that guilt again. Financial freedom. Kids never had to ask me twice to go somewhere, do something, or buy them something again, ever. And that's a blessing to any parent on the planet, isn't it? Never, ever, ever, ever had to say no or even maybe again. Financial freedom means I got to do anything my kids' hearts desired, go anywhere they wanted to go, and give them everything that I possibly could to make their life more comfortable, happier, and then teach them, because they're always paying attention, right? My son is 30 years old now. He's never had a job in his life. Worked for himself because he's 9 years old. He was the young one. Even when I didn't think they were paying attention, they were paying attention. He wants to work from home, work for himself, start his own business so he can give his boys the same life. He's an entrepreneur at heart, and he's been self-employed since he was 9 years old. Never had a job. So I was leading by example by giving them the best life that I could possibly do. I was the dad home every day, and that's all he knows. That's all my kids know. Dad's home every day. Dad's in the office, so when he comes out of the office, we're going to go do something fun. If I behave myself, we're going to go for ice cream. If I behave myself and I don't make a lot of noise, we're going to go to the movies. If I behave myself, I'm going to get that new bike I asked them for. That's just how it was. We were a family that kind of worked together, and the kids were involved in it, and I gave them the best life I could. And now I'm into just spoiling my grandkids all that I can as well, right? So yeah, I have 6 kids and 6 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren, actually. So I'm living the best life I can. And you know what? I'm 62 years old. I think I have another 40, 45 years before I got to think about retiring. Why? Because I follow my grandfather's advice. When you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. I fell in love with this industry 30 plus years ago, and it's been a great ride. And guess what? Out of all those years I've been here in this industry, I've known the Rickards for 30 of them. 30 years now, 3 decades. And we've done so many wonderful things together. I had no idea when I met them where this was going to go, but I just knew they were good people, and I wanted to be a part of their life. When I first met Rory, I was looking for a voicemail system that could handle a lot of volume. Everybody told me, call Rory. He works for this telephone company that's selling great voicemail systems. Niall, I promise it could handle all the volume you could throw at it. And I wanted to do that down the pre-path and to advertise in the top 300 newspapers around the United States all at the same time. So that sounds like a lot of volume, doesn't it? I called up the number. I met Rory. I met this young guy right out of high school, but I realized right away to hear somebody with a lot of passion for what he was involved in, what he had, and what he took to the marketplace, a lot of passion to help other people, especially young entrepreneurs like me, and a lot of passion for mass communication, which I really didn't know a whole lot about. None of us did back then, but Rory did. He hooked me up with a voicemail, took all the volume I could throw at it. He showed me something else this system that he created could do. As I built a network of people all over the country, I could put a message on that system and shoot it out to all of them at the same time. Everybody got that message, a voice recording at the same time. And I see some of the other younger folks right now going, and even some of the older ones going, well, we do that every day now. Guess what? This was 1991 or 92. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. I didn't even have a pager back then. I laugh about that. But you know what we had? We had Roy Rickard, his love for mass communication, and Bob L, that he was able to build a system like that with. And it was incredible what happened after that. When he got online, when the internet did come out in 93, 94, we all started bringing those computers home, putting them on our kitchen counters or our home offices. And Robert, you remember the first one was about this wide. It took 2 people to carry it in the house, put it on the counter. The big old monitors like this, they look like the old solid state televisions, right? That's when I got involved. At first, I was reluctant. I told Rory he's crazy. I'm not getting online. I don't even like computers. But fortunately, he was a good enough friend at that time to drag me along kicking and screaming. So I went out and bought my first computer. Then the world became our oyster. Now we're not just in the United States. We're spreading out all over the world. He's taken all of his services globally, not just here in this country. And amazing things happen. When I met him for the first time in Miami, I found out he was going to be there. I went down there, found him, had dinner together, got to know him, looked at his eyes, shook his hand. Stephanie, he's one of those people who looks at your eyes and pays attention to what you're saying, right? Never looks away when you're talking because he really wants to know, how can I help this person? What will make a difference in your life? He listens to every word intently and he registers up here somewhere in that big computer brain of his and he never forgets. That's the kind of guy that Rory is. I knew right then he's one of the good guys and he's got incredible ideas. He's got this uncanny way of understanding the internet a lot better than anybody else I was talking to as I was trying to learn the internet, but also an uncanny way of predicting future trends. He always seemed to be right. He always seemed to be in front of things while they were happening. So I knew I wanted to be a part of his life somehow. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know how big it was going to get, but I knew I wanted to know this human being, right, for the rest of my life. A couple years after meeting him, I got to fly out west and meet his wife, Tanya, the co-founder here. And let me tell you, I walked in the door and I met this young lady that was raising 7 kids, running several other businesses, and helping Rory get this off the ground and doing a lot of the training for him as he used that creative mind of his to advertise and market and build a team. She was helping him put it all together, keep it organized. And I do mean organized because she's one of the most organized people I've ever met in my life. Look at Stacy shaking her head. Tanya, she schedules every minute and every hour of every day, of every week, of every year. And she's planning stuff for all of you, whether you know it or not yet, 2 years down the road. And guess what? It all happened on time, without a hitch, as planned, because that's who she is and that's how she runs the ship, right? But I realized real quickly how these two complement each other with both of their skill sets, right? Rory's techie skills and his creativeness and his ability to understand what's going on the internet. And then Tanya's organizational skills and her work ethics, and together they made a power couple. And I knew one day they were going to become a legend on the planet when I seen the two of them working side by side for the first time. And you know what? Jim Rohn shared that with me probably 25, 30 years ago. True legends on this planet. You want to write this down. The true legends on this planet are people who find the ways to help the most other people. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice today. People who find the ways to help the most other people. To me, that was the definition of these two, because that's their driving force. That's everything they think about and do. And that's what they're all about, paying it forward to as many other families as we can find to help them create what? Time freedom and financial freedom, residual income, get out of the rat race, spread all over the globe, help as many families in every country, on every continent, in every corner, and give as many families as much help as we can, stomp out poverty in every place we can find it, and give people that freedom to live the life that everybody should be living, deserves to live, and can live if you do the one thing that I did dive in and become a student of this industry and a student of this system that we have today. Because I'll tell you what, the one we have today is a whole lot better than what I had 30 years ago. Rory dove online, became the first guru out there. Lead generation. He built the most successful lead generation company on the planet. And you know what? He still holds that title today. Nobody can do what he knows how to do. But he also got online and started building websites because that's what we needed, right? We're all spreading globally. We're all trying to get online. We needed a website full of information to send people to. They can read the information. If it's what they were looking for, then they would contact us. His very first website was getting 75% better results than everybody else out there claiming to be the best website builders out there. They were getting 1 in 50. He's getting 1 in 10 or 1 in 5 as the second, and it started off with just one page on the internet full of information. And we were getting good traffic and people were getting the information that they were looking for. And then he started adding pages behind the pages and, the second generation stuff. And as he learned more technology, he'd add it. Technology changes every 6 months, it seems. Sometimes, Stacy, it seems like every 30 days, right? Technology is ever evolving. Guess what? We got a guy leading this team that stays in front of that stuff. He's on all those conference calls. He reads all that stuff. He's in touch with everything, and he stays in front of it. And if he finds something new that's going to make the site better for you, he's implementing it. He's putting it in. He's building it in there. And this thing, he started it 17 years ago because he didn't feel like he was helping enough people. And he said he heard God tell him, go build a site like this to help as many families as you can. And Rory, then you'll be able to help the amount of families that you want. I think he started out with a goal of 10,000 families. And that quickly went to 100,000 families. And now we have these calls and we talk about it, 10 million families. Why not 50 million families? Why not 100 million families? We can do it. If all of us don't make that one mistake we can make here. Ready? You're going to be learning a lot of new skills. For the new people, here's the only mistake you can make. Write this one down too. Give up on yourself and quit. If you don't give up on yourself and quit, whatever your goals are, it was just like me, you want to make an extra 500,000 a month or extra 500 or 1,000 a week, you found we have all the tools, the vehicle, everything you need for that success. If you're looking for to supplement your income or your retirement plan, if you're looking to replace your income and have a whole new career like I did, if you're looking to make more than anybody else in your family ever has before, like I did, then you found the right place. And if you want to do that while you're helping other people, having a positive impact on their life, you found your home. Welcome to Triple R 247 and Direct to Consumer Ambassador with open arms. We all welcome you here. And you're going to see a lot of leadership. You're going to meet lots of them over the next several weeks that are here and do nothing but figure out ways to help you understand what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it. And people like Tanya help you schedule your time and find more hours in a day to help build more people and get there faster. Welcome to Triple R 247 and Direct to Consumer Ambassador. Without any further delay, I think do I see him? Yep, I do. Let me introduce you to somebody that's near and dear to me. He's not just a mentor. He's not just a co-founder of this with Tanya. I call him my brother because we've gotten that close. He's my best friend, but he's also my mentor, even though he's younger than me. I said this 30 years ago, and 30 years later, he's even more important to me. And you guys are going to get to know him. These are people who get up every morning and they have a little media meeting with their coffee and they go, what can we do to help Mary Ann build her business? What can we do to help Shelly understand what we have and get out there and market faster? What can we do to help Stephanie and Kay and Rodney and all the other new people get plugged in and get going quicker so they can hit their goals and get away from those JOBs? What can we do to help people earn more money? That's what they do. And if they find a way, they implement it, they put it in the system, they teach it to you. Those are the people you're getting in business with. So I didn't see him turn his camera on yet, but I'm going to try it again. Without any further delay, my brother, our mentor, one of the co-founders, Mr. Rickard, where are you at? Microphone is yours. Take it away.
I'm here.
There he is.
All right. Right. So a lot of fun today. We just got back from this event. You guys make note. Saturday, we do a training every Saturday morning. Tanya is going to be on to do a recap of some very powerful things that she delivered to everybody that was here in McKinney. So some big things you guys missed out on, she's going to be going over, and we'll have resources for you to share in that on Saturday's training. I say that because we had a lot of people ask for stuff. We're going to put that out there. Live events you guys don't want to miss. And I know we get a lot of people that are brand new, and it's you look at your schedule, you're getting things lined up. We get to pour into you at live events. Your teams get to pour into you at live events. We get to sit down and wipe off the crap that's blocking you from hitting your goals at live events. We get to really help you proceed forward. And I'm just going to tell you guys some things in the world of marketing. Things change, things progress, and you got to be ready. Some things are going to be they're going to manifest differently than you anticipate, and we go where the marketing flow goes. We are trying to get everybody ready for what we already see coming in the future. We see ways to make more incomes doing what we do in performance blogging, and as I see the trends go, we're going to get you guys ready for that. But the one gift that we can give everyone here is the ability to communicate better, because then you're going to communicate better in writing, verbally, and in all the aspects of life. And that's why we focus so intense on the BRT, building relationship and trust training, because that is a skill set that can help you and your legacy from here forward. And as you guys hit the buttons, I know we got a lot more people coming in. You guys welcome all the new people. Love seeing where the numbers are and in the way we grow. We're going to have some very big things to talk about in Punta Cana. So whoever makes it there, just know we're going to have a high level conversation with Tanya and I there, poolside, if not beachside. So if you're not aware of Punta Cana, we have in our anchor offer number 2, we have a leadership retreat that's coming up April 25th to 28th. It's not one you can just pay to go. You got to earn your way there. Now, if you get 1,000 points, you can go to the event. You'll pay for your hotel and airfare, but you're qualified to go to the event. I don't know what that even costs. Airfare is airfare, but 2,500 points gets your hotel covered. All your hotel, all you can eat. It's an all-inclusive. It's at the JW Resort there in Marriott Resort. So it's high end. And I'm going to just talk about it a little bit. We have flyers we bring up from time to time. I think we have all those, but 5,000 points gets you there, all expenses paid in airfare. And then 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, you can take a spouse, get the limo treatment, the bigger suites, first class travel. So a lot to that on the Bella Vita side. And we're really going to be pushing hard to teach you guys how to get there, because we want to get a lot of people to Punta Cana. 2 reasons. One, it's fun to hang out and celebrate as a family that did it. But the second is getting people there on the journey that you go through to achieve something like that just makes you a better person. Teaches you how to organize your days. You got to get things in order to achieve that. And that journey is amazing. We had a dinner with Costa. We took our top 10 that earned it. Top 10 points, same type of measurement. And it was awesome because we had several that had never, ever earned it before achieve that. And just watching their face and their experience being there was priceless. And now that you can see, they're like, okay, hey, there's something to this. There's something to push for. So we're going to be really push on you guys to get to the event, and then they'll announce the one in the fall at that event. So we go to April, and then there's gonna be one in September, and the one in September is the one we keep telling everybody, get your passports. All right, we're gonna be traveling to some amazing destination in probably South America. I'll give you some ideas of where it could be. All right, Mexico is always a possibility. Costa Rica, the Caribbean islands, horrible places for anybody to go visit is what we're talking about. So always beachfront, and this is a global, worldwide opportunity now. Bella Vita is priced right and growing right. And if you guys look at the leaderboard, Mexico is coming on in big strides. I saw something with my meeting with Costa. We meet every Tuesday, and unbelievable the numbers coming out of Mexico. And that was, very interesting. We got a lot of work to do ourselves to keep growing, but we have an amazing opportunity and we see it. We're seeing it more and more. Pretty much every day we're going forward with that anchor, it's becoming a better and better thing. And very excited about it, obviously. Now, we want to get you guys set up for more success. I'm going to have Kathleen come on here and do a training, and I'm going to add on to this training. And this is how to get set up to do your V marketing, how to get set up to build your pages, just using the tools within our browsers better. All right. Now, it came up on stage as we were doing a training. I presented some things on this, and Kathleen does a great training on it. I asked her to come on today to do it. So everybody pay attention. And if you're not doing this, this is one of the best ways to be effective. And I'm going to tell you, some people only have a half hour or an hour a day, or even in that week, that they can work on their PBS. If you're spending time to get ready to go to work, you may only have 15 minutes now. So efficiencies on how you set up are very critical. Those that are doing V marketing, I want to show you what I do, and it just instantly launches everything I need to do for the day. So I literally, as soon as I open my browser, I go to work. All right, Kathleen, if you would come on.
I'm here.
Let's see, hold on. You should be able to share your screen and you guys, she's prepared an amazing presentation. And pay attention. Kathleen, go as long as you need to take to explain it. This is a very big thing for you guys to know.
Okay. So what we're going to do is set up bookmarks and a bookmark folder in Google. So if you use any other browser besides Google Chrome, you need to make sure you download Google Chrome. Chrome is the default browser for what we do in RRR 247.
I'll just add this really quick. If you're not using Chrome, here's your invitation to do what we all do. Use Chrome. We all utilize it here. All your leaders use it here. If you're not using Chrome as your main go-to, I don't care what you do for your personal time, but when you're building your PBS and you're doing anything with RRR 247, save the heartache, save the headache. Just use Chrome. All right, carry on, Kathleen.
So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to Google Chrome. I've opened up a blank browser here. Can you see it?
We're good.
Okay. So, like I said, this is a blank Google screen. So what I'm going to do is we are going to open up different pages, and then we're going to bookmark them and put them in a bookmark folder. Now, I do have a PowerPoint that I have prepared, which I can hand out to the MSIs and they can give to their students. But I think it's easier just for me to walk you through this way instead of going through the PowerPoint. So the first thing you want to do is open up your Gmail account. Again, if you are not using Gmail, we highly suggest that you use Gmail for your business. So in the address bar, you go up and type gmail.com, and then you can hit your enter key without doing a search. When you do it this way, it automatically opens up to the page you want to go to without searching for it and looking for it. It just automatically goes there. Okay, now you go up to the top of your monitor next to your tabs and you click the plus sign to open up a new window. Okay, so Rory, is this just basically V marketing you want, or RRR?
Show them first how to get to their PBS all the time. Just that would probably be, let's do that, and then show the V marketing only aspect.
Okay, so again, you stay in your address bar. Do not go down here to the search. If you stay up here and type it in, it'll automatically go to that page. So I'm going to randomly pick a site, 2e95.com. I've checked it out earlier and it doesn't seem like it's active. So let's go there. Again, you type in the URL. Your URL is a 4-digit and with a .com after it. Everyone should have gotten an email with that information. So see, this takes you to the
And Kathleen, they want to go into right into their dashboard, right? As a bookmark.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get there. So this is what I call the public version of your website. So when people go and click on a link that you have out there in ads and marketing, this is where they come to. So this is what I call the public version. So you can go up and you can open up a new tab and you put in the 2e95.com /WP-admin. Now this is going to take you to your back office. Okay. Now your login. You never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever use an email. It's always your first name and your first letter of your first name is capitalized. And then you go and put in your password. Okay.
Then you sound like you've been talking to a new student like I do all the time. But it says
I've only been,
no, it's just your username. Follow the email.
yes. So I've only been doing this for what, 7 years? So, but I'm going to go into mine. Oh, fingers got to work on the right key, right? Now I have this little thing called RoboForm. It is amazing. It's one of the programs that you can participate in. And it comes up what I call with a little green man. So when you save your logins and passwords, RoboForm will save that automatically for you. So you don't have to hurry up and find your book that has all the passwords and logins in it. You can just click on the little green man and magic. Look at that. So that is a wonderful tool that you want to use. I know some people use Google, but I love RoboForm and I use it because RoboForm, you can use it on any computer in the world,
Phone.
anywhere. It's amazing. So this will take you into your back office. Okay, so we're going to open up the next screen. Now, we're going to open up the vMarketing Google Docs. Now, if you're not familiar with your Google Drive, let me show you. So when you have a blank, your Google screen, over here on the top right, next to your face, or it may have just your initials, there are 9 dots. So you want to click on those 9 dots. And you want to go down and find Drive. It's usually on the first screen, but sometimes you may have to scroll down a little bit to see it. But it's right there. So you click on your Google Drive. And it'll take you to this screen. It's your home screen. Now, when you're doing your vMarketing, you're going to be shown how to take a page. Rory has the scripts for vMarketing already written down. You're going to be able to make a copy and put them in my Drive. Okay. So I'm going to go to where I have mine, which is in a different location, but that's okay. It's the same as if it was on my Drive. Come on, open. And see, I have all my people, I have some of my people in here, and each of these folders, I have the documents that they need for vMarketing in each individual folder. So they don't have to go around and look. They just come to their folder and they can open it up. Okay. Now, down here, I have the main documents that we use. We have the V-marketing flow chart, the total flow, the student flow, and here's the SMS messages. So you double click and it opens up the screen. And this is where you have text 1, text 2, text 3, and all the information you need to do your text for your V-marketing. So you can open up 3 separate ones if you want, but all the texts are here for you to copy and paste. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to open up is Trello. You need Trello because that is our contact management system. That is where the leads are going to be found. So you'll need to set up a Trello account. And then once you do that, you will get access to some of our leads. So this is Trello. So these are the main screens you're going to be using when you're doing your V-marketing. So you want to bookmark these so you have them in a file so you don't have to go searching for them every day, right? So let's go back to your inbox. Now, at the end of the address bar, there's a star. If you have not bookmarked it before, it will be what I call an open star. If you have bookmarked it, it will be colored. So to bookmark this, you click on the star. Now you have to look at what the information that comes up. You'll see the name box. It's highlighted. I know it's kind of hard to see with the black background, but that is actually highlighted. When you see verbiage like that, either in your address bar or in something like this, and it's highlighted, that means you can start typing and it's going to overwrite whatever is in that box. So, Gmail inbox. Okay. So you don't want to click in there because then you're going to lose the highlight. You just start typing whatever name you want to put in there. And then you're going to look for folder. So if you've not done this before, you want to click on where it says folder. And you want to go down to choose another folder. And down here on the bottom left, you can create a new folder. But first, you want to go up here and click on bookmarks bar because you want the folder to show up here underneath your address bar. Okay, so you click on bookmarks bar. And see, I already have a master folder called RRR247. So you can create that master folder and then you can put several folders underneath that as well. So I'm going to click on RRR247 and I'm going to click on new folder. Now see, it opened up a box and new folder is highlighted. So don't click in the box, just start typing. So this is our V-marketing folder, right? So you type what the name you want to title it, and then you hit save. So you want to go ahead and bookmark each of the pages you have open. So now, because we set up that folder, we've already done one, it comes up with a different message. You have to pay attention to this. So the second line, it says this page is saved to V-marketing leads, but something else may appear, something else may come up. You just have to be careful and make sure you look at that. Since that's the folder I want to use, I'm going to go ahead and hit done. And I'm going to do that for each one of these. Easy peasy. So now you have your bookmarks and they're in the folder, but wait a minute. There's nothing up here. You know, my V marketing doesn't show up here on the bookmark line. This is what's called the bookmark bar. So what you need to do is there's two arrows here at the end of the bookmark bar. You click on that and it will bring up a list. I put mine in RRR247 already because I had a folder already made. So if you scroll down to the very bottom of the list, I know, I have too much stuff in here.
We all have a lot of stuff like that. I mean, mine's pretty
Yeah.
crazy too.
Yeah, I know. So at the bottom of the list, you're going to find the folder you created. We created the list. It was V Marketing Leads. So what you want to do is click on that and drag it up to the top of the list, or you can drag it up to the top of where the bookmark bar is. You'll get a line and see, there it is. And then when you click on it, there's all your stuff. That's what you wanted to save. So it's all there in one location. So if you ever need to go to these, if you happen to lose these and can't find it, you open a new window, you go to V Marketing Leads, and you click on the one that is missing. Okay? Now, this is a cool trick that you will find in Google. It's also in Microsoft Edge. If you do personal stuff and you want to use Microsoft Edge for personal stuff, you can also do this in Microsoft Edge. So we're going to go over to the three dots on the far right. Again, it's next to the circle. It may have your face or initials. You click on the three dots. You go down to settings. And this screen is going to open. In the first group, in the left menu, at the very bottom is this on startup. Click once. You want to click the middle option. Continue where you left off. When you do that, whenever you close Google Chrome, then next time you open up Google Chrome, it's going to open up with all these exact windows. So you don't have to go searching for them. It'll automatically open for you every day. This is such a time saver, you won't believe. So you close your settings and then you can close Google Chrome and it'll open right back up to where you need to go and you're ready to hit the road running. I know that was a short, condensed training, but like I said, I do have the PowerPoints, which I'm going to give out to the MSIs and they can share with their team to go into more detail.
It spells it out point by point. Now I'm going to show you same process, how I do it for mainly V marketing only. And let me I'm going to shut down all my browsers. So hold on.
Oh, Rory, that's a good point I need to make. Do not open more than one Google browser at a time. If you do, and you happen to close the browser you had with all of your pages open, if you close that first and then close another Google browser that just has nonsense on it or whatever, it will save the last Google browser that you closed. So be careful to only use one Google browser at a time when you're doing your V marketing, or you're going to get in trouble with that.
So that bookmark thing is just great to have everything in your bookmark so you can go find it, have a folder, everything you need in there. I'm going to show you how I have mine set up. And the way I set mine up, it doesn't matter how many browsers you open up. If you close them all down and open up a new one, it launches the pages you want. And this is exact same thing that Kathleen showed you, just a little bit different. So I'm going to share my screen. And this is what mine opens up with. Now I have my I use RoboForm as well. All the websites I build, I have access to WP admin really easy. I just got to type in the domain /WP admin, password comes in. But every day I'm working on V-marketing. So I just come and I open up my browser, Chrome. And when it opens, oh, it did my other screen. When it opens, it's already set up to go to, well, this is something they throw in here. So I just got to close that. But my Gmail, my calendar, 3 instances of my SMS text, right? So I can highlight 1, 2, and 3 easy. It goes to my Trello board of the leads that I'm going to be working from. And then it has my dial pad. And then it has my board where I send my leads that respond positively. So I have both those Trello boards come up, and it locks into the exact Trello board I have pulled up. So it goes right to the one I want to work. So literally within 15 seconds, I launch my browser and I can go to work. I don't have get ready time. It's ready to go. And once you have your browsers opened up like this to where you like them, you go to the 3 dots, you go to settings, you go to on startup on the left-hand side here, and you come down here and you say open a specific set of pages, and you say use current pages. And then until you change it again, that's what it's going to pull up. So very similar to what is there before. Like you can continue where you left off, and that just holds it so it's there again. Or I open a specific pages. And the thing is every day I want to go to work. I launch this. I'm literally dialing within seconds. It takes me longer to claim the board than it does to set things up. And then I just go to work, and saving 10 minutes is crucial. I try to get as much out of my day. If I spent 10, 15 minutes to pull up all my things and log in and get that going, that's a valuable time that isn't necessary. That's like, how many people can I contact? Right. So that's why I have this set up in that manner. And I just go through and hit them all. Also noticing, let's see, 20. Yeah. Anyway, I'll go through the lead side on this. So we have so much going on, but teaching you guys how to do things efficiently is what we're going to really hone in on over the next couple of weeks on areas where I find people spending too much time when we have these techniques, these little tips and tricks make a difference, right? My email's ready to go. And like I have my email open up on snoozed. Let me tell you why. If I open up my inbox, you guys are going to see I have a lot of things to deal with. Well, if I have V-marketing time, that needs to be V-marketing time. So I have to go to snooze so I don't even see it. Well, now I have time that I go and clean up my email. It's not prime time. So that's why I do it this way. I have it open up to snoozed. So I don't see my emails. I can just send out and do my V-marketing. My V-marketing time is precious time. I need to keep on that so that I hit my goals, right? My calendar is already opened up. It just shows what's going on today, right? And we go on from there. And then all the 3 lead sets that I have, perfect. That's what I have. It's simple. I don't have anything else. And I keep it minimized so that when I pull up a lead, I can see her name up here so I don't have to keep opening it up. So when I'm doing dial pad, I know it's Ann. Everything's based on the efficiencies of what's in the training this way. And again, once you have it all set up to what you want, 3 dots, settings, come down here to on startup and use current pages. And I can delete any of these. If I didn't want that one on there, I can remove it. I can edit it. But then you say use current pages and it's set to go. So then when you launch it, everything loads up that way. And you go to work. I just got to come here, highlight 1, highlight 2, highlight 3, claim a board, right? Claim a board right here. Bambi's working that one. Austin's working that one. Rhonda's on that one. Jerry's on that one. Look at these all being worked. I love it. So I find a board and go to work on it. or I go to another board because this one's getting hit really good, which makes me so happy. All right. So we come in there and you start going to work. That's it. All right. Now, thank you, Kathleen. You guys, and everybody get with your instructor if you need help with that. But that's just an efficiency way of doing things. I've seen too many people that just don't know better, that are taking forever to get set up to go. Because you do other work, you do other things, you got all these tabs open, and then you go, oh, where's that again? Where's that again? And if you have 2 hours of remarketing, now you have an hour and a half. Because you use 30 minutes to get set up. Take care of your business, mind your time. Time is it's fleeting, right? And as a CEO, you're a CEO of your own business. Our job as a CEO is to find as much time as we can, create time. We create time by building processes and systems and custom presentations that are done for us. That's what we've been doing, right? Okay. Wow, we took a long time on that training. Very important to do. Let's see, Stacy. I want to bring Stacy on for a little update on our affiliate stuff. February, we're going to be launching some new things.
Yeah.
Would you say I wouldn't want to miss a Tuesday over the next few weeks? Or ever, for that matter.
No, because you have filled the schedule with guests.
So I want you guys to know we're ready to run. I'm also going to tell you that Tanya and I have really been looking at some trends. And there's going to be some incredible things happening, all for the better value of what we're taking to the marketplace and where we need to focus. And the numbers are indicative of this, and these are coming over the next months. But you guys, we're going to really, really be making sure that you guys are doing what you need to be doing to hit the goals you want to be hitting. And V marketing is by far the best way to do it, right? We constantly are going to be building our PBSs, and I'm just going to paint this out again. Like, I'm a broken record on it. Building pages, posting ads can be done any time of day. Remarketing needs to be done during crucial times of the day, and instructors are now getting access to working Australia. We're going to be building our Australia student base, and all that's underway. We're going to be training on it constantly. We're going to be doing a lot of work on it. It means we're going to be opening up other training times for remarketing in like crazy hours here, but hours that people can work on here. We have people that the number one complaint is, I got a job, I want to do this full time, but they can't start leveraging because they're just exhausted. And then, when you get home, you got to take care of the family. You can't go right to work. You've been gone all day. So it's easy to start working in Australia about now. Now's a good time. It's 1 PM over there. The later it is for us here, the better it is over there. Like 1 PM, great time right now to be remarketing Australia. Right now. An hour ago, 3 hours ago would have been a good starting point. And you can work literally all night. Not that I recommend that for those that are working all through the day, but moms with little kids go to bed at 8, 9 o'clock, 7:30, whatever. Boom, you can go to work and get that pulse going. Find team members to help carry the baton, right? And we're going to be expanding more and more, you guys. You notice Tanny and I have taken a way bigger role with Bella Vita. We've launched our Bella Vita only list system, which is an extension for everybody here. We're going to be covering that in the instructor trainings. You want to be an instructor here. You want to be doing V-marketing and having access to duplicate things. Let me tell you what we've done in case you missed it. You don't have to train everybody. We do session 1, we do session 2, and we put them into group training. Your GSIs, PSIs, MSIs all have study halls to help everybody get going. You're going to learn how to do a better job by being at those too. We've sped up the processes. We've removed all the friction points. You just need to get involved. And by doing that, that provides you the action and resources, the action plan and the resources along with your time to knock out any goal. It's time to do it. That's what we're doing this year. And, we've got an incredible infrastructure on things and we're rolling things out there. All right, tomorrow, Wednesday, Brain Food Academy, be on there with Sheila and, keep up to speed on that stuff. That's tomorrow. Thursday, we're going to be doing more training on Brain Food Academy on how to market it, get our teachers out there. and push that. We have some updates for that, some things we're going to be working on. We're going to be really morphing this over the next year. There's a lot coming, guys. There's a lot. And just keep on it. Focus on what we have. I always say sell what's on our truck because we know new things will be coming out. We've got some cool kiosk things to discuss and share with you guys all the time. Right? So happy blogging. See you guys on the trainings tomorrow. And God bless. Bye for now.